Hi everyone, if you'd like to see how I created this Valentine's Day look, then just keep watching. For the entire look, I'm going to probably be using this entire palette. So if those of you have this palette, I think this is one of the best palettes that were made, especially for our skin tones. If not, you can always find colors that match. I'm going to start with this mauve shade, and it's kind of like a muted purpley color. So when I put it on my lids, it kind of just looks like it's like that bruised effect. So if you can find a color that's similar to that and also matte, then that's what you should use. If not, if you own this already, then you can just recreate this entire look. Also going to take this color on the lower lash line. And now with a really fluffy blending brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges just so that's not harsh. And I also want to keep my crease a little clear because instead of putting a lot of this color in there, I want to use a more skin tone like color. So with the same blending brush, I'm going to go in with this lighter shade, and I'm going to place that straight into my crease just like this. Now, as you can see, the crease of my eye is right here. I'm just going to take the brush and go straight into the middle of it. So I'm looking ahead in a mirror, and I'm placing the brush in the crease, but I'm not closing my eyes. If I close my eyes, then I kind of may go a little lower than I want. So because I want this color straight into the crease, I'm just gonna push the brush right into the crease. And as you can see, it gives you a really nice gradient effect. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye. I take a little bit of this color straight on the bottom here, just to balance it out. Also, I didn't mention, I started with my contoured, highlighted foundation routine before this. That way we don't have such a long video. If you'd like to see how I contoured and highlighted my face, I have a Beauty Basics series that you can watch, and I'll link down below. And it's basically the same process that I did. So once I'm done with the eyes, then I'm going to go ahead with my powder products. So I've already started with the cream products, and that's all I have on my face right now. Okay, now going back to the palette, I'm going to mix kind of the two of these colors and put them right in the corner. Now these are kind of pigmented, so I'm going to start small. So with my eyes open, just going to place this on the edge. You want to kind of start with a small amount on your brush because you want to build the color and build the intensity. If you start with a bunch of product on your brush, you may end up with just like a big blob of color, and it's harder to take off color but easier to add more color. So on the very outside of my eyes, so like an outer V shape, I'm going to be applying this color just in the corners, and I'm going to continue blending it. As you can see here, as I'm adding the color slowly and the more I blend, it's giving me more of a washed out look. So I'm not going to apply any more product at this point. I'm just going to keep blending this. And with the browner shade, and place that right on the outside here. This is just going to make it look a little warmer because the deep purple shade is a bit more cool tone, although it's dark. It's going to bring it in straight into this. So right here you have your orbital bone. So as you see when you usually contour, you don't want to miss this area. So I'm going to take this, whatever's left on my brush, and just kind of sweep it into that area. And it gives you a really nice shadow. You don't want to make sure there's too much on your brush, but whatever's left over, I would just put that right into that area. I think it gives it a really nice effect. It's a really good trick if you have eyes that are a little more far set apart. Bringing the color in that's in the crease straight into this area will give it a really nice finish to your eyeshadow. Kind of a cool tone taupey color, and I'm going to apply that on the bottom of my lash line. Okay, now I'm just going to tap the flat side of my brush into one of these lighter colors. I think I'm going to go with a mix of the champagne and light bronze. It gives a nice highlight to the eye. It kind of just catches the light. Now with the other side of the brush, I'm going to go in with the cream color. And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone with that. And if you want to see how I filled in my eyebrows, you can go ahead and watch one of those Beauty Basics videos. I do the same exact thing most of the time. Now using that fluffy brush again, any brush will do basically. The colors that I'm using and the technique I'm using is not very precise. It's really just in the beginning, as long as you place the color well and then blend it out with like a clean brush or a blending brush, you should be good. applying a little of the light pink shade right in the front. And then I'm going to put a little bit more of the mauve on top of that, just to bring back the pinkish color. I'm going to take a brown eyeliner and line the insides of my eye. If you're having trouble lining the upper waterline, I suggest just placing the pencil right on the edge here. Close your eyes and just rock the pencil back and forth and just kind of wiggle it in place. That way it gets in between all the lashes as well as on the waterline. I'm going to go in with a black gel eyeliner. This is one of my favorites. It's such a long-lasting eyeliner. It's called the Inglot number 77 eyeliner gel, and it's actually a lot more inexpensive than most brands. So if you're looking for a good black eyeliner, I would suggest going for this one. So I'm going to get a little on my brush, place it into the cap, and then I'm going to turn this upside down on my table because I don't want it to dry out. Okay, so I went ahead and lined my eyes, and I added a little black pencil right in the corners here, just so that the eyeliner meets with the bottom. Since I used brown on the inside, the black looks really stark, so I had to kind of blend the edges here. And just like this. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and curl my eyelashes and apply mascara. Okay, so I went ahead and applied my mascara. Now just to finish up the face before I add my false lashes, I'm just going to go in with my bronzer. And also I'll make sure to put all the products down below, so if you have any questions on what products I may be using, just make sure to check the down bar. Use my translucent powder just to set my face. Okay, now using the other end of the brush, I'm just going to apply my highlight. Yeah, this highlight is definitely a nighttime highlighter. It's not something I would wear during the day. It has really pretty gold shimmers in it, and it looks really nice at night. And I'm also going to apply my blush. Today I'm using a very pinky, I'm staying with the whole pink and purple theme. Since I have purple in my eyes, I'm going to apply this pinky peachy blush. It's called Deep Throat by NARS. These are one of my favorite blushes. I think this is the second one I own, and it takes literally forever to go through these, so I hope that's picking up on the camera. It's really pretty, but I'll make sure to include pictures, and you can also check out our Instagram. You'll see more pictures there, which I'll link down below. Just to add a little something more, I'm going to go in with a matte blush, and I'm just going to add this a little bit right in the middle, just to kind of deepen that a little. Blending brush that I was using, and I'll go a little in the blush, and just add that right on the outer crease. This kind of just helps bring the look all together. Everything just seems really cohesive. It's very subtle, but it looks really pretty in person. Okay, so I'm going to apply just a pair of really feathery eyelashes, and I'll be right back. So I went ahead and applied my false lashes, and as the glue is drying, although I used the dark glue, it still kind of leaves a little bit of a line, so I want to go back over that with my eyeliner, but I'm going to wait for that to dry. I'm going to go ahead and pat off the lip balm that I had on. Now I did want to go kind of nudish, pinkish on the lips, and I don't want an overdrawn look, so I'm not going to use lip liner, but I am using this this matte lip color, and it kind of is a small tip, so it's easy, so I can just line my lips. And I'm going to fill in my lips. And I'm going to go in with one of my favorite nudie pink lipsticks. It's called Cruising by NARS. And I'm going to apply that right in the center. I'm using one of this kind of pinky, kind of actually looks like the same color as my blush, the NARS one. And I'm just going to put this right in the center. Just for a little sheen. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to thumbs it up down below, and make sure you're also subscribed. Just hit the red button, it's free, and you also get notifications whenever I upload a video. So if you want to see anything else, just leave a comment down below. If not, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!